Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here's today's question. If I'm licensed, do I need to do anything else to start seeing clients besides insurance? So first, I want to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. If you're looking for an all-in-one practice management system, you need to check out Therapy Notes. It's top rated on Trustpilot. It has all the back-end pieces a private practice requires: scheduling, charging, billing insurance, doing your notes, sending reminders, storing your intake paperwork, completing online video sessions, all on one platform. You get 2 months free to play with it if you use the code ABUNDANT at checkout at therapynotes.com. So to answer your question, yes, so many things. So in fact, you need things before you can get insurance if you're talking about malpractice insurance. And you need more before you get on insurance panels, if that's what you mean. I'm not sure which way you're talking about insurance. I have a whole checklist that will be the free worksheet for today that's going to walk you through the things you need to do. For today's Ask Allison, I want to address a couple things I notice in this question. Not to call this person out at all, because I get questions like this all the time. So I know it's an early stage way of thinking about private practice. I've been there myself. The first thing is to remind you that you are starting a business, a bona fide, real capital B business. I would rather you expect that there's a ton to do than that there's little, mainly so that you're not going to be disappointed. Don't get me wrong. I know that this is coming from how daunting it feels to start a business. It sounds like a whole other world for most of us. One with like spreadsheets and accounting and tons of laws we might accidentally break because we don't know about them. I also know that most of us are feeling pretty burned out from the last 2 years, if we weren't burned out before then. So the idea of having to do a ton more work right now sounds nearly impossible. I want to be clear that the steps you have to take to be a legit business are not hard. They're boring and not how you want to spend your time, but they're easy. You don't have to do them all at once. You can dedicate an hour while you watch TV at night to fill out some forms like your articles of incorporation, if you go that route. You could literally get your EIN while you brush your teeth. You don't have to spend a needed weekend off with your nose to the grindstone. So yes, it's some work and there are some hoops to jump through, but those hoops aren't suspended in air and on fire. The second thing I noticed is the mention of insurance as a necessary part of private practice. And if you're talking about malpractice insurance, yes. If you mean taking insurance, no, it's not necessary. You may choose to. We'll get to that. And I say this because we have so many people in the Abundance Party going through that how to get off insurance panels course. And I don't care if you're on insurance panels or not, but I want it to be a conscious choice, not an assumed step. So in case you or someone listening is assuming that they have to get on insurance panels to succeed, I'll tell you now that that's false. I've helped people all over the world build private pay practices in big cities, in small towns, in places the clinician was sure people couldn't afford it. If you want to take insurance, great. Get yourself some good systems to make it easy. Make sure you only join the panels that treat you well. Like I said, today's free worksheet is the Tasky Confidence Building Checklist. I'm going to link to that. I want to make sure that you know what ducks you need to have in what rows in order to get going. There are a lot of steps. You're going to look at this document and be like, but so many of them go like this. And there are like a couple that are fun. Most of them aren't, but you can handle it. If you have questions for Ask Allison, DM me over on Instagram where I'm abundance_practice_building, and I will link to that checklist to make it easy for you.